Hi Pips! For today's session, we'll have sampling distribution of the sample means. Right, let's go. So in doing sampling of the sample means, we'll have the following steps. The first step is identify the number of possible sample size. Second, list the possible samples. Third, solve for the mean of each possible sample. And the last step is to construct the sample distribution of the sample means. Alright, let's use this example. The following below are the weight of 5 students we will call A, B, C, D, E. Suppose that the variable of interest is weight in kilograms. To obtain the sampling distribution of the sample means of the sample size of 2. Now, okay, here we are given the height, I mean the weight of 5 students, A, B, C, D, and E. Now, we have their weight in kilograms. Now, you must focus on this one. Obtain the sampling distribution of the sample means of sample size of 2. This is our population, si A, B, C, D, E. Kaso will have sample size of 2. What does it mean when we say sample size of 2? Ibig sabihin, kukuha ka ng sample size na dalawa, tagdalawa. Okay, so paano siya? We have this one. Next step. So for the first step in dealing with this one, the sampling distribution, identify the number of possible sample size. Identify the number of possible sample size. That is using this formula, C of n. We have n factorial all over n minus n factorial, where n is the population size, the capital letter N is the population size, and the small letter n is the sample size. Okay, so doing this one, if you have your calculator, mas madali lang siya. Pero if you want to do it manually, you need to follow this one. Now, let's remember that the symbol, this symbol, like the exclamatory symbol or the exclamation symbol. This in mathematics, this means, like, say for example, you have 4 factorial. That means you are to multiply numbers less than the given number until magpunta sa 1. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Then the answer, we have 4 times 3, 12 times 2, 24. Therefore, 4 factorial equals 24. Okay, let's go back to the given. Mm. We have 5 factorial since 5 is there are 5 students na included sa atong population, di ba? Si A, B, C, and D. Capital N equals 5. And then our our sample size, the small letter n, ilan yung sample size na hiningi sa problem? Sample size of 2. Therefore, the sample size should be 2. Next. Proceed with the solving. You have 5 factorial all over 3 factorial, 2 factorial. And then just doing the factorial, you have 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 3 times 2 times 1. That is the first one. And then 2 factorial, that means 2 times 1. Solving, you have 120 all over 12. Then you have 10. Therefore, the number of all possible sample size of 2 is 10. So i-expect natin sa step 2 that we should have and we must have only 10 possible sample size of 2. Okay, so titingnan natin siya. Let's go. Next step is this one. So here we will list the possible samples. So paano siya? How am I able to get the possible sample size? How am I able to get the possible sample size of n equals 2? Diba? Kanina we have this one. the weight of 5 students. Oopsie. 'Di ba ang weight ni A equals 46, ang weight ni B equals 48, ang weight ni C is 49, ang weight ni D equals 51, and ang weight ni E is 46. Now, since ang sinabi is possible sample size of 2, so ibig sabihin tagdadalawang tao ang gagamitin mo. So first, let's have AB. AB, and then you will write their corresponding weight. The weight of A is 46, the weight of B is 48. So, ayan. Parang itatali mo lang siya. Next, possible sample size, you have, tapos ka na sa AB, proceed to AC, AD, AE, BC, and then so on. So, ganito lang siya. You just collected it in this way. Now, clear all drawings. Next step, for the third step, is solve for the mean of each possible sample. Diba kanina, so second step natin is we just list down all the possible samples and their corresponding weight. So, eto siya, si AB, yung weight nila is, oopsie, 46 and 48. Now, make another column for that one, label it mean, then get the mean. What does mean mean? That is simply about the average. So technically, you will add the two numbers. Ito, the 46 plus 48, i-divide mo siya sa 2. So 46 plus 48, that is 94 divided by 2, that is 47. Same thing, same process for the second, the third, the fourth, up to the last pairing. So 46 plus 49 divided by 2 equals 47.5. 46 plus 51 divided by 2 is 48.5. And that's it. Next, um, after you've done getting the mean of each pair, ang gagawin mo na naman is the last step. For the last step, you will simply get the last step. Construct the table of the sample distribution of the means. Sige. So, paano siya nangyari na meron na naman akong another table for this one? Let's go back to the step 3. Diba, ito siya. Na-collect natin yung mean of each possible sample size of 2. We have the 46, the 47.5, 48.5, 46, 48.5, 49.5, 47, 50, 47.5, and 48.5. So, ang gagawin mo sa fourth step is you will tally. Parang tally lang naman siya. Ano yung pinakamaliit na mean? That is 46. Ito siya, 46. Then, ano yung next? You have, after 46, you have 47, followed by 47.5, then 48.5, and then 49.5, and then 50. Kaya, meron tayong numbers na mga ganon sa next na table natin. Kaya, meron tayong we have those numbers, the 46, 47, 47.5, 48.5, 49.5, at saka 50. Now, how am I able to get the P of X? Ito na lang. Ilan yung total possible sample size natin? We have 10 over, focus muna tayo sa first ha. Ilan yung 46 kanina? Dun sa step 3. That is, isa lang. So we have 1 over 10. And if we simplify this one into decimal form, you have 0.1. Kaya ito, 0.1. Next, 47, you have 2 over 10 kasi dalawa yung 47 kanina. Divided by 10, so that is 0.2. 47.5, dalawa din. 48.5, tatlo. 49.5, isa. And lastly, 50, isa lang. Now, remember that the probability should not be greater than or less than 1. Dapat it must be exactly 1. The total probability should be exactly 1. So kaya if we add 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1, the total would be 1.0 or 1. Therefore, we have created a correct sample distribution of the means of the given distribution. This is correct. All right. And so this is the end of our video. Um, See you on the next videos and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Goodbye.